Today I'm looking at a Citroen Relay van with a 2.2 Ford engine that you would see in a Transit. And why I've got this up here is the fuel rail pressure. I was looking at this on the Citroen side of this scan tool, and it was about 900 to 1000 bar, and it says that the desired was about 300 with it running. Now it's 0 now, which is okay because it's switched off, but I've just changed this to OBD. I wanted to know if that's the same on OBD. I did check the voltage on the scan tool and it was like 2.5 volts, and I went down and checked at the common rail the 3 pins on the wire, and that was also 2.5 volts, so that matched. So it's not a faulty wire. The sensor is saying it's 2.5 volts, so it's coming up high here. So I'm gonna start the engine and see what happens with this. Yeah, straight away it's quite high because it's kPa. So if I use my finger and cover up the last 2 digits, it's like 900, sometimes going to 1000. See that? 900 to 1000 bar. So it's way too high. So what I'm going to do is just switch the engine off for now. So now what I need to do, we know that that's what the sensor's saying, so why would it be too high? If there was too much leak off, you would expect the pressure to be low. So in this case, I think it's not too much leak off. I've checked the one pipe that comes off from the diesel return, from the rail return pipe, high pressure return valve. That's okay, it's not leaking anything out of there. But again, I didn't expect it to be because it's too high a pressure instead of too low. So I'm going to look at the one thing that could be controlling it. Well, maybe a couple of things. An injector that's not letting fuel through it may be higher pressure than it's expecting to see. But I didn't feel like it's got a misfire. So I'm going to go for something that might control them all, and that's the fuel metering valve. It might be that it's being controlled, but it's just not working. So I think the next thing to do is maybe look at the live data on this, or look at the voltage. And at the same time, I could put a mechanical gauge onto the common rail and check, is it the same? Do they match? Is it a faulty sensor in the end of the common rail? So if I rule the sensor out, then after that I'm looking at fuel metering valve. Maybe it's not letting fuel return back to the tank like it should do, and it's all going into the common rail. So there's the direction I'm at now. The connector's totally disconnected now, and that's what we're looking at. So it's different again. So the pressure has increased. 100, so that's 1000 bar. 100 on here, right there. I'll get the light. There, 100 on here is 1000 bar because it's MPa. So the sensor's telling the truth.